Okay. So I was trying to explain the first part we call and which is trachea and the bronchus. We don't exchange any oxygen in that part, which is for dead space. And then the later part, we have sacs of our lungs, and that's where the blood goes through and oxygen gets exchanged with CO2. So when we have a short breath, that means we are not taking enough of oxygen all the way down to our lungs. We are using our dead space. Dead space means our nose, our throat, and we call trachea and the bronchus, which are the main part of our breathing pipes. So when we are not taking long breath, we are using more our dead space. But if we breathe deep in, then we are exchanging our CO2 with O2. So there's a certain level. We need to have our oxygen level in our body and certain level of our O2, CO2 and O2 both. So when you breathe fast, what happens? You take out more CO2 than it's supposed to be in your body. So when you get anxious, when you have anxiety, you start breathing fast. When you start breathing fast, what happens? You start taking your CO2 out, and then you start fainting because you don't have enough of CO2. Same way, if we don't take enough of oxygen, we don't retain enough of oxygen, it goes certain lower than the certain level, then what happens? You start getting fainting, your tissues of your body don't get enough of oxygen, especially your brain and your kidneys, they need the more oxygen or the most oxygen. If they don't, these two organs don't get enough of oxygen, then they get within first your, takes about 3 minutes or so to get your brain damaged. So that's why it's important to have a certain level of oxygen maintained in our body and certain level of CO2 maintained in our body. So normally when we have our breathing compromised, that's when we have these problems. But what happens when you do the pranayama, when you do the breathing exercise, your level of oxygen remain constantly as much as it's supposed to be. So what happens in pranayama is that we have two types of explanation. One is what we say, it's coming conventionally from India. That is part of we call Hatha Yoga and Raj Yoga, the both. Raj Yoga is explained, we say the Yoga Darshan, and Hatha Yoga is coming from H-A-T-H, not Hatha Yoga. Hatha Yoga and Hatha Yoga, these are two different things. So Hatha Yoga comes from a book called Hatha Yoga Pradipika. So there are 6 parts of Hatha Yoga and also 7 parts of one of the 7 parts of Raj Yoga, which combine both pranayama. So when we say pranayama, breathing exercise, we have 4 parts of it. One is inhalation, which is called purak. Second is exhalation, that is called rechak. And third is when you inhale and hold, that is called abhyantar kumbhak. When you exhale and hold, that is called bahya kumbhak. So if we can properly breathe in, properly breathe out, properly hold inside, and properly hold outside, that is called pranayama. So there's so many different ways we can breathe in, we can breathe out, we can hold in, and we can hold out. If we can remember these 4 parts of pranayama, then you will be an expert of pranayama. So I will try to explain how these 4 different things, the way we breathe in and out and hold in and out, work based upon conventional medications, and also how they work as our traditional yogic way and how it affects in our body and brain. That's what I will try to explain. So when we inhale, we can inhale slowly or we can inhale fast. Same way, when we exhale, we can exhale fast or we can exhale slow. When we inhale and hold inside, we can hold it a certain period of time. And same way, when we exhale and hold outside, we have a method of holding outside also. So this is just the breathing part. Then we engage our other parts of body, like our throat, our abdominal muscles also. So the whole upper body, or your pelvis, your abdomen, your chest, and your throat, all the muscles of these parts of our body get engaged when it comes to the breathing exercise. Besides that, even though in medical science we don't have any explanation, we breathe either through our right nostril or through our left nostril, or sometime through our both nostrils. So there's we call the septum between your right nostril and left nostril that shifts to your right and that shifts to your left. So that makes your breathing either breathing through your right or through your left. That means that if you are breathing through your right, you are not breathing through your left. But it means that one nostril is always more active than the other one. And you can always try by closing your right nostril and breathe in and out through your left nostril. And same way, close your left nostril, breathe in and out through your right nostril. You will find the one side is easier than your other side. Why is that? So let's start from our right nostril and left nostril. So according to our Hatha Yoga, we breathe through either right nostril, that is called Ida. So the energy, the type of energy when you take breath through your right nostril, that is kind of, we say, the Surya energy, the heart energy, like the sun energy. So when you breathe in and out through your right nostril, your body gets more active. That means explanation according to physiology and anatomy of body is that we have two different types of systems. Actually, let's suppose we have one system which is called autonomous nervous system. And that has two types of systems. One is called sympathetic and second one is called parasympathetic. So our body gets excited when your sympathetic system is active, and our body gets cooled down when our parasympathetic system is active. So you can control these two different systems through your right nostril and through your left nostril breathing. So when you inhale through your right nostril, that is called Ida, equals to sun energy, equals to sympathetic system. So when you inhale and exhale through your right nostril, you will increase your heart rate. You will increase your whole energy of your body, except your abdominal. Your digestive system slows down through your vagus nerve because it calms down your vagus nerve. So that's the only exceptions. So same way, when you breathe in and out through your left nostril, that is called Pingala. So that is calming energy. That is Chandra energy, or we call it Chandra Bhedi, means the moon energy. So if you want to calm down your mind, if you want to calm down your heart rate, if you want to calm down your whole energy, except your digestive system, that will go up when you inhale and exhale to your left nostril. So that is called parasympathetic system, when your body is calming down. So when you have these two different types of energy and meet behind where your spinal cord starts, that is called Sushumna. So that's Susunga. We don't have the explanation in our conventional medicine, but that goes through your spinal cord, and that gives you the energy of your active energy or passive energy or sympathetic or parasympathetic energy into your body by breathing in and out through your right nostril and left nostril. So that is one explanation. Whenever you do, we do one exercise which is called Anulom Vilom. When you slowly inhale to your left nostril, exhale to your right nostril, inhale to your right, exhale to your left, that is called Anulom Vilom. So when you do Anulom Vilom, that balances your sun energy, which is the Ida energy, and the moon energy, which is Pingala energy. So that's why we do all the time, or majority of the time, Anulom Vilom. So otherwise, if sometime you want to be active, you want to inhale and exhale to your right nostril. Sometimes if you want to be really calm down, you have anxiety attack, your mind is not stopping from thinking, you just sit down, slowly inhale through your left nostril in and out. So that will make a big difference in your thinking and in your body also. So that's one explanation. So I want to come down with the great explanation about your blood pressure and pranayama. So pranayama is very effective when it comes to your high blood pressure. And we have a really good explanation why it is and how it is. What is the blood pressure, main reason of blood pressure? There's so many unknown reasons, but one of the main reasons is that, we have vessels, means the arteries, which brings the blood into our body from our heart. And then we have a veins, which brings the blood back to our heart. So that's how our blood circulation goes up and down, which is taking when you go when you are bringing the blood from your heart, that is oxygenated blood. And when you are bringing back through your veins, that is deoxygenated, that has a carbon dioxide, which we exhale. When we inhale, the blood takes all the oxygen that goes into your heart, and that propels to your body. That's how we get the oxygen in our tissues. But what happens in blood pressure, some of the reasons is that your vessels, the arteries, they shrink. They are become hard, and they become narrow. So what happens? Heart knows that your kidneys need some blood, oxygen, and that can detect that it's not enough. It's not getting enough of oxygen because whatever the reasons is, your arteries are smaller, they're narrow. So that pushes harder in order to get the oxygen into your tissues, into your organs. So when it pushes harder, it has to work hard. So that is detected by the machines. Yes, your blood pressure is up. So that is the reason, the main reason we have our high blood pressure. So what happens? What can we do about our narrowed arteries? So either you can take medications that relaxes and expands, or it can slow down your heart. There's so many different mechanisms. But in pranayama, we have a beautiful thing when it comes to the high blood pressure. Let me explain to you. When I said we inhale and we hold our breath, we exhale, we hold our breath, which is called outer holding or inner holding. So when we inhale, let's suppose, and holding our breath, our body is not getting enough oxygen. We stopped our oxygen going in because we are not breathing in. So what happens? Our body detects that we have a lack of oxygen. So there is one substance called one of the chemical in arteries we have in all vessels. that is called nitric oxide. So that is all the time remains in our arteries, but it starts circulating more. And what happens? That citric oxide that expands your arteries. And as soon as you have your arteries expand, in order to compensate your oxygen in your body, you get more blood going through your arteries. When you have more blood, more oxygen with the expanded arteries, that means your blood pressure, your pressure on your heart decreases. So if you keep on practicing that every day, then your arteries already know, okay, as soon as you start holding your breath in or out, I need to expand. You need to have more nitric oxide. So heart can slow down. So if you keep on practicing every day, you can slowly work on your oxygen, on your heart, on your high blood pressure. So what we are going to do, there's so many different explanations, but we want to combine explanation and question and answer and the practice also. So what we are going to do, let's do the first exercise is called Ujjayi. Ujjayi means, there's one explanation I will tell you, that Ujjayi means when you slowly inhale and you slowly exhale. So you are going to slowly inhale and you are going to slowly exhale. So why it works when it comes to your oxygen level in your body, when you inhale slowly and when you exhale slowly. So what happens when you take slow and you don't breathe out quickly and your breath is in your lungs, so your lungs get enough time to extract oxygen and take CO2 out. So when you are slowly inhaling and exhaling, you are giving enough time for your blood to extract the oxygen. So if you are breathing fast, you don't get fast enough oxygen. But if you breathe slowly in and inhale and exhale, then you will get a good amount of oxygen in your blood. So there's one method we call Ujjayi. You are going to squeeze your, we call pharynx, your muscles of breathing. So you are going to squeeze them like a whispering or hissing sound. So that's how you breathe in and out. So our God made the nose to breathe in and out. So nose has one of the specific reason to be a certain part of our face to breathe in and out. So let's try to breathe in and out through your nose only, because there's so many different reasons we need to breathe in and out through our nose. One of them is any particles that get trapped. Second is our breath get moisturized. Third is it gets warmed up already before it goes into your lungs. And fourth is that you don't inhale anything, bugs or any viruses or bacteria. They usually get trapped there, but some they get through, they go into your throat or go into your lungs. But it's very important to breathe in and out through your nose only. So let's try to breathe in and out through your nose. So this exercise can be done at any time, anywhere, whenever you like, not only whenever you need, but also you should practice. that we need to breathe not shallow. We need to breathe in and out, long breath inhalation and long breath exhalation. So we get enough of oxygen extracted in our blood. So that is one breathing exercise. Second, what we are going to do for the blood pressure, we are going to inhale and hold the breath in and let the blood flow more into your arteries, into your vessels. And then when you are not able to hold, then slowly exhale same way and keep on exhaling and then hold outside also. So when you are not able to hold outside, then let's get back to normal. So we are going to inhale and hold, then we are going to exhale and hold. But your inhalation and exhalation, which is Rechak and Purak, are going to be slow. Same way with Ujjayi, with making hissing sound. So let's inhale. So you do it for at least 3 times. Now, what we are going to do, we are going to combine now our breathing with our other muscles of body. So when you inhale and hold your breath, you want to bring your chin down all the way to your throat. So that is called Jalandhar Bandh. So that is in English called throat lock. So we have 3 different locks, and all these 3 different locks have a special benefit of it. So let's try, let's do the first one. Let's first inhale. Bring your chin down. Let's slowly exhale. And bring your chin down. And back to normal. There's one more explanation I want to give you while you're holding breath in or holding your breath out. That is direct related to your heart. When we inhale, we have a big muscle here called diaphragm. That is called breathing muscle, the main breathing muscle. When we inhale, that goes down. That means your heart, gets more space. Because it is always up, if you are exhaling, if it is up, and then when you are exhaling, it is down. So when it is down, you get more deoxygenated blood into your heart because it is more expanded, it has more space. But when you inhale, when you exhale, your diaphragm comes up and then squeezes your heart. So that means it propels more oxygenated blood into your body. So when you inhale, you get more blood, deoxygenated blood into your heart. And when you exhale, you get more oxygenated blood into your body. So that is very prominent effect of your blood when you hold your breath inside or when you hold your breath outside. So there are two benefits we are getting when you are holding. One is you are getting more blood because your arteries, your vessels are more expanded. Second, when you're holding inside, you are getting more deoxygenated blood from your body into your heart. And when you are exhaling and holding your breath out, your heart is able to propel more oxygenated into your arteries. So that means either you're holding in or out, your arteries are more expanded. At the same time, you are holding in, you're getting more deoxygenated in your the blood in your heart. And when you are exhaling and holding it out, you are getting more your blood oxygenated from your heart. So that is very special benefit of your breathing exercise. So now we are going to do same exercise, holding inside and outside. We will combine that in order to affect your brain, your sympathetic and parasympathetic system in your body. So what we will do, you're going to take your first two fingers of your right hand, we're going to place them on your center of eyebrows. Now we are going to use your right two fingers, the last two fingers, your we call Anamika or ring finger and the pinky finger. We are going to close your left nostril and we are going to use the right thumb to close your right nostril. So left nostril is closed by your last two fingers and right nostril is closed by your thumb. And these two fingers, first two fingers are on your center of eyebrows. So that's how we are going to use the fingers and your thumb to control your right nostril and your left nostril. So what we will do, we are going to inhale first through your left nostril. So close your right nostril using your right thumb. You want to keep your eyes closed. And let's inhale slowly. And then hold your breath in. Bring your chin down. And now close your left nostril. Exhale slowly to your right. And hold your breath outside. Now inhale through your right nostril this time. And hold it inside. And then let it come out through your left nostril. So that is one pranayama, which is called Anulom Vilom or alternate breathing. There are two different ways this pranayama is done. One is holding inside and outside, and second is without holding inside and outside. So let's do it this time. Just inhale and exhale to your right, inhale to your right, exhale to your left. So we'll do without holding for 3 times through each nostril. So let's close your right nostril using your right thumb and slowly inhale. And then slowly exhale to your right. And slowly inhale to your right nostril. And exhale to your left. Let it go all the way out. And then again, slowly inhale to your left. Exhale to your right. Continue doing it. So when you want to calm down, this is the breathing exercise you would like to do. If you can do both exercises, holding and without holding, anulom vilom, that will be more effective. So you will be calming down, you will be balancing your heart rate, you will be balancing your blood pressure also. So now I'll give you time if you have any question, then we will go to the next part of breathing exercise, the pranayama. There are so many explanations, so many different pranayams. So we will try to see as much as we can do within the time frame we have. Otherwise, we will do some other time also.
Yeah, the first one, Ujjayi Pranayam, when you said, you have to engage your throat also in that, or just regular breathing?
So the throat lock, as soon as you hold your breath, either specifically inside, you always engage your throat. Even whenever you are holding outside also, you engage your throat. So always it is related to your breathing while you're holding your Abhyantar Kumbhak or Bahya Kumbhak, but specifically your Abhyantar Kumbhak, your inner holding. So there's a special benefit of it. While you're holding a breath in and you are squeezing your throat, it regulates your heart rate. Do you know that you can regulate your heart rate by massaging your carotid arteries here? This is Adam apple on the side, this here. Sometimes gently, if you can massage, because your blood pressure is monitored by your heart and we have a by purification here of arteries that sends messages to your brain that you need to bring up your heart rate or you need to bring your heart rate down. So while you are engaging, while holding your chin down, there's a scientific reason behind it, behind your throat lock. So that monitors, continuously monitoring while you're holding, if you have enough of oxygen or not, if you need to bring your heart rate up or not, if you need to control your heart rate or not, that is done by your throat lock. So while you're holding your breath in or out, always keep your chin down.
Thank you.
Bhaiya, another question about Anulom Vyom is, like as you said, that one you should be doing with holding and one without holding. So what is the difference between them? And how many Anulom Vyom would you suggest on daily basis?
Okay. Any pranayama you do at least for 3 times. That is the first rule. So in order to be effective, do at least 3 times. Holding in and out, I would not recommend more than 5 times. or maybe 7 times, depending upon your condition of your body and the practice, also how good yogi you are or yogini you are. But when it comes to inhalation, deep exhalation, you can do it for 11 times, you can do 21 times, you can do 51 times. It depends how much time you have, how much you need, but there's no such a limit for the deep breathing. It should be part of your daily or routine of all the time, every day, that you take deep breath in and out. But when it comes to Anulom Vilom, you can do as many as times you want to have.
Okay.
But
Thank
pay
you.
attention. Sometimes, people just sit and do in and out, quickly inhale, quickly exhale, to your right, to your left. That is not going to be same effective as effective when you breathe slowly in, take your time. That's why we count. So let's do same exercise with counts. So you take your time to inhale and exhale, because I see sometimes some people, they very quickly inhale to your left, very quickly exhale to your right. So that is not the same. Even though it becomes a different breathing exercise, which I will explain, that is called Bhastrika. You can do Bhastrika, quickly inhale and exhale to your right and left. But when it comes to Anulom Vilom, you have to breathe slowly in and breathe out slowly. So let's do with the count. What I will do is I'm going to count. You inhale in count of 8, and then you exhale count of 16. So the ratio of inhalation and the exhalation is 1 to 2. So you inhale to your left in 8 counts, and then take your time to exhale to your right in 16 count. And then you are going to inhale to your right in count of 8 and exhale the count of 16 through your left. So let's do it. Place your first 2 fingers of right hand on center of eyebrows. Close your right nostril and then start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Your lungs should be all the way filled up. Now close your left nostril, slowly exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Inhale through same nostril. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way in. Exhale to your left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. So that's how you do your Anulom Vilom. In the beginning, you should count, but when you get used to it, your body already knows you need to inhale slowly and exhale slower. If it is too difficult, exhaling to your 16, you can do 7 to 14 or 6 to 12 or even 5 and 10 or 4 or 8, but count. Your exhalation has to be longer than your inhalation. So
Thank you, Bhaiya.
okay, you're welcome. There's so many different pranayams. Um, we can keep on talking about it. We can keep on practicing, and then we have kriyas. So I want to give you one more exercise before we end. So what you're going to do, we are going to inhale, and then we are going to exhale fast. That has a different benefit for your lungs. So inhale, exhale really fast, and hold your breath out. That is called Baya Kumbha. And when you are not able to hold your breath out, slowly inhale through your nose. So your exhalation is going to be fast and your inhalation is going to be slow. Your exhalation is going to be through your mouth, and inhalation is going to be through your nose. So let's do it again. Inhale slowly. Exhale fast. So that's how you do the Baya Kumbha. When you go to a doctor and you get your, we call pulmonary functional test, they try to find how strong your lungs are. And the way they find out that how much you can breathe out and how fast. There are two things, how fast and how much. So this practice, this pranayama will increase the strength of your lungs. So that's one benefit. Second, that we have certain level of breathing. The shorter the breath, if I put my one line here, one line here, so see how much gap I have. So the shorter the gap, the shallow the breathing. If I bring my finger higher and lower finger down, so I will increase the gap. So that means I'm going to breathe in and out more. So this exercise will bring your lower finger lower, the lower part lower. That means you are going to have more space to inhale. When you inhale and hold your breath in, you are going to increase. If I bring my finger right here, if I inhale, I'm going to bring my finger up. So I'm increasing the space to inhale more. So that's how our chest is supposed to be working, our lungs supposed to be working, to inhale fully, exhale fully. So whenever you have anxiety, that means you are breathing short. If you are practicing, not practicing, or if you have sometimes we have inner line problem in our lungs, so then our breath becomes shorter. So it's important to breathe in this exercise, exhale fast, really fast, as much as possible. So you are going to increase your space of your lungs more, so you can have a more breath in and out. So that's how much we are going to keep for today. Some other time, there's so many exercises. We should have sometime like a workshop. We can talk more about each of the type of breathing exercise. And then we have a different locks. We talked about one lock. We have Udyan Bandh, the root lock. We have a stomach lock, which is called Udyan Bandh, Mool Bandh. And then after, we need to talk more about how our brain gets affected, how our different types of, we have a different level of brain, our midbrain, our cortex, our medulla, our pons, how all they get affected doing by breathing exercise. In Hatyok Pradipika, there's one nice slok, Jhayate Bhaimananam Dhatunam Hi Yathamala. That means the way you extract all the bad elements by boiling a gold. When you purify the gold, when it comes from the mine, they boil it and they burn all the non-gold elements in order to purify gold. That's how the pranayama works in our body. It burns all the doshas, it burns all the bad elements. We call free radicals also, which causes such as like a cancer. So that burns all the free radicals in our body when you do the pranayama. All right, that's all we have for today. Any other question you have? All right, let's take a deep breath. And then this is another type of pranayama we do, a chant Om. So let's take a deep breath in. Om. 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 Palms together, generated by heat. Place on your eyes and gently move your palms away from your eyes. Thank you and namaste. We'll see you again next week. Enjoy your
Thank
weekend.
you, Bhaiya. Very
All right.
nice
Thank you,
session.
Bhaiya.
Yeah, very much appreciated. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Devji.